Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Book Cover, episode, I think,
47.
47.
Yeah.
47. I probably saved it on 46 on the computer, but whatever.
That's why we have editing.
Yeah.
Right.
Pulling this together quickly today.
Right, because Phantom Fest.
Phantom Fest, and I had to work over very short on time. So
No one cares about you.
Nobody either.
No one
Well,
cares.
I don't even care about the
Well,
ball.
I care. I care.
Thank you,
See,
Jesse.
well, that's
We're
Marvel. See, we care.
We're
We care
gonna
about
jump right off with Marvel here. I'm Rob, by the way.
I'm
I'm
Aaron.
Jesse.
Yeah.
All right, getting right into it. We just want to get this done straight away. Marvel Comics. We've got Civil War 2, Kingpin #2. I'm loving this story.
I bet that story would be
Yeah.
good.
It is very interesting to read.
I like Civil War 2, period, because you know what it is? It's Marvel, like, doing that samurai stuff where you just...
Guys, come
kill
on.
yourself. It's
Okay,
like-
now hang on. Now the main Civil War 2 story does hit below the belt a little bit. I give you that. Maybe a little bit more because of Bruce Banner. But the side stories are good. Like the Kingpin story, for instance. I walked into that thinking it's just going to be a story about Kingpin being a dirty sleaze and trying to basically control the crime that's left in the world because, you know, we've got Ulysses messing with everyone's crime. It's not that at all. Like, at all. Like, it's actually like him coming back into power because apparently he's been out of the game for I don't know how long, because Kingpin really hasn't been mentioned at all in the Marvel universe. He hasn't done anything.
Yeah, not in a little while.
No, he's been kind of incognito, and now he's coming back. It's like a returning force. And I'm liking how it's
Well,
done.
that's definitely a plus for Marvel.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely worth a read.
So what else we got, Chicken Guy?
What else we got? We got Daredevil Annual #1, Deadpool #16. Deadpool versus Gambit #3. That's another good one. I'm liking the Deadpool versus.
Oh my
Gambit.
god,
Robert
that's like
hates it.
the
I'm-
worst comic.
hate
Daredevil
like it
Annual is the
all?
only thing I've liked so far.
Oh, God, why?
It
Why?
is like that issue 1 right off the bat, like them dressing up like
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Daredevil
Yeah.
and like tearing through the city.
Is it because they made fun of Daredevil?
No, because I
Come
could care
on.
less. Like, it's just a stupid story. It's just
Well,
stupid.
but it
and
was
the
a good
art's
con.
stupid.
It was a good, like in the interest of a con thing, though. That was a very good con.
The jokes were hacky. Everything about it was stupid.
So harsh. We'll get your part. Don't worry.
That's that particular comic. I like the one coming up, Doctor Strange. That's a
Doctor
good
Strange
comic.
#10 is the conclusion of the last days of magic. Now I haven't been reading this. Has either of you guys?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and read this one, but after this one, I'm done because I can't afford it.
Yeah,
So
this
tell-
is my
tell me a little
last
bit about
Doctor
it.
Strange. It's a thrilling conclusion of the last days of magic. The Sorcerer Supreme must learn some new tricks and utilize new weapons if he's to defeat the Empirical. Witness the status quo shift of the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, I stopped reading probably at the beginning or maybe like the second part of this storyline. Like, I know that the Empirical is like...
They're trying to get
screwing
rid
with-
of magic.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of magic. It's like kind of like a machine-based
Jason
thing.
Aaron's really good at making villains that you kind of sympathize with, because the villain, his whole family was killed because of people that chose science over magic, which is similar to a DC story in Justice League Dark that Jeff Lemire did with bringing back the 5 books of magic. But very good, very good. I mean, it's not like they just mirror each other. It's not like the same story.
I had to admit, I had my curiosity, like when you mentioned Doctor Strange, because I've always been curious about his character, but I could just never jump into it because I felt I was always missing the mark.
I've never really been a huge Doctor Strange fan. I just read it because Jason Can't Do No Wrong. Aaron was writing it, and Jason Aaron always does good, even if it's in this case a character I'm not that into. He's no Doctor Fate, you know. I'm a DC guy, so I tend to prefer Doctor Fate and Constantine as my magic
That's
characters.
fair enough. Hey,
But
you
it's
gotta
cool.
have some
It's
magic.
actually a really good
You
character.
gotta have some magic.
Really
You've
good
got
story.
Invincible Iron Man #12. It's starting to, the stories are kind of turning into like almost like, you know, like it's almost like the kind of the end of Tony in a way. Like he's like reaching that ending point of I can't do this anymore with how much he's been put through. I mean, look how much we've put the guy through in the past like month. It's been crazy.
And that's where Marvel's kind of hurt themselves in my book, because
It does sting.
I'm not down with Invincible Doom.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
no, maybe
Iron
we
Doom.
don't know.
That is
I don't know how
really-
that's gonna pan out.
I'm not
That's-
cool with anybody but Tony or Rhodey being in the costume. Obviously, Rhodey's not going to be.
Well,
in it.
maybe he's not. I mean, it could be in a different interpretation. Maybe he's going to either help out the current, like the new Iron Man, Rory Williams. Maybe it could be that, or if he's adopting the suit, maybe he's doing something else with it.
Maybe
It's
he's gonna
about
die.
as smart as Luther. I mean,
Maybe he's dying.
I'm not all about Luther either being in the Superman like
That's
the
played very
crossover.
well, though.
Yeah, it's because no one else.
If I
watches
was
it that
still
way.
though, I would knock him out and be like, "What's up with that? That's my idea, and I
Alright.
should have another
I
box."
Okay,
feel
let's
like one's copying off the other. Though.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know. what
DC
you
did
think
it
of
first.
They I mean they
Just
thought of
joking.
it first, but yeah, they
Anyway.
they did good.
Okay, let's keep moving. We got the Marvel Soon number 1. Like this is like it's
I don't care. Let's just.
it's some
no,
kind of kids
no,
thing.
listen,
It's
no.
a kids thing. It's a
Yeah.
kids thing. Let's go with that.
That's most of Marvel.
Hey,
Mm.
come on. Okay, what? Oh, Kingpin is Kingpin for kids now? Is Kingpin?
Yeah.
for
No,
kids?
that's good
No,
stuff.
this next one, Moon
Daredevil.
Knight.
So we got
That's great
Marvel's
stuff.
Universe, Avengers, Ultron Revolution number 2. Then we got the Mockingbird, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. trade paperbacks. I'm assuming that's like her stories from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Moon Knight number 5.
Yes.
Yeah,
A lot of people are excited for
I
Moon Knight
Eat
number
Crow. That is a great comic book. I can't say enough good things about that comic book. And yes, I am talking about Moon Knight.
Yeah, it's a good book.
5. All right, we got a New Avengers AIM Volume 2 Standoff trade paperback. That's $16. That's not bad. $16. So that's not bad.
I guess they're going cheaper than normal.
$16 in my hand. Shit in.
Now we have to edit again, Robert.
Come on, Robert. This is what. See, Marvel keeps it clean. This guy.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm filthy like all the independent books.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Well, let's
baby, I like it.
okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of getting down and dirty, Punisher number 4.
Awesomeness.
Another
one of Marvel's books that saves them.
See, we have our good moments.
Oh
We have
yeah,
our
man.
moments.
When they do it right, they do it right.
We've got Silk number 11, Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane, the omnibus, $75. My God.
You
Yeah,
gotta
but
love
it's
the
like
omnibus.
the entire like 298 to 324 run. I'm
Mhm.
sure
That's crazy. Spidey number 9, Squadron Supreme number 10, Star Wars number 1. It's the Dynamic Forces version of that. I haven't touched on this one. You guys?
Yeah,
It's
that's
usually
probably
a
just an autograph.
variant that's autographed by somebody.
Oh, okay, right. So, okay.
That kind of I probably just slipped by me when I was.
See,
It
how you
happens.
did-
I do that too.
See, DC just trying to throw off Marvel here, just throwing stuff next time.
Hey, we're telling you good stuff.
You are.
You can order that
Yeah.
right here at the Book and Music Exchange. Just talk to Josh. Selling it for you.
Oh, there we go. See, now I got DC selling Marvel stuff for me. So
I
that's
can
good.
do it.
There we go. We got the Thunderbolts Classic Volume 3 trade paperback, Uncanny Inhumans number 12. It's a Civil War II tie-in. So we got Maximus the Mad entering the fray. Now, I haven't been reading the Uncanny Inhumans, but I
That
heard
is a
it was
great
very
book.
big.
It is.
It is a
It's
great
a
book.
very
Once
good
again,
book.
a book I dropped because of money, not because it wasn't good. But Charles Soule really made me invested in a group of characters that I was just kind of
On the fence about
vaguely
it.
familiar
Yeah.
with.
All the Uncanny books are pretty good.
Well, if you-
Uncanny Inhumans, Uncanny X-Men, Uncanny
Okay.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Good stuff. If you want to catch up, the Uncanny Humans Volume 2, The Quiet Room trade paperback, that's coming out as well. So, I mean, that's a good way to catch up if you're trying to catch up.
Yeah, I probably should get that because I still kept the issues that would be the first one. Because I have number 0 signed by Charles Soule, so I'm
Oh,
not
that's
getting
awesome.
rid of
Oh,
it.
you do? That's
I
cool.
do.
We've got Uncanny
We're
X-Men
Twitter
number
friends.
11.
We
That's a
tweet
new.
each other.
We got a new story arc there. Uncanny X-Men number 11. We've got Magneto clashing around with everyone. He's got hidden plans going on. That's going to be a start of a new storyline there. We've got Loki number 3. I got some people liking that one. The whole political thing. Well, it's a political thing.
Yeah, it'll be nothing in a few months.
I'm saying that about almost storylines, period, across.
Hey, you know,
comics.
I'm not going to knock Marvel too hard because everybody's allowed to have the convergence moment like DC, where
Well,
it's just like,
I-
we don't know what we're doing
I
with
don't
our
think
line.
they're doing like either company is doing anything that's extraordinarily memorable right now. Like there's very few books I think people are gonna look back on. I don't know. I was reading a lot of Rebirth last night. Excellent stuff. I mean, it's good stuff, but it's not like I don't think it'll hold up like historically, like in comics.
Maybe
and,
not.
And
We'll see.
also
We'll
in
see how it
Marvel.
We'll get to that.
You got the Year of Marvel's The Unstoppable number 1. That's it, and I think that's
Yeah.
actually the end of the Marvel comics. Now we got the Independents.
You want to be the independent guy?
Let's take it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot right through them because no one buys Independence except for myself and a couple of bozos. Animosity number 1. I'm not familiar with this book. It's this is Aftershock and Super Zero Volume 1.
That's Amanda Connor.
Is it Amanda Connor? That's good. I didn't know. Giant Days number 17. Jim Henson's The Storyteller. Dragons hardcover. That's all from Boom Studios. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 1. That's back, I guess. Like a
So wait, like a new
Probably a
Power Ranger
variant.
story?
yeah,
Maybe
probably
that,
a variant. And Dynamic Entertainment, Alice Cooper versus Chaos. I guess Dynamite bought the rights to a lot of the Chaos characters because they're coming like back.
Evil Ernie and all
Yeah,
that.
Evil Ernie. And now here's some good stuff. Control number 3. Washington D.C. Detective Kate Burnham interrupted an assassination attempt. Now the killer is back to finish the job. Now, it is. It's really good.
It's an awesome book.
Every issue, I'm like, oh man, what's gonna play? I can't wait for the next.
Man,
I
if
read
you
it,
see Andy Diggle's name on a book, it's an automatic. This is going to be a really good book.
and he's gonna be doing a spin off of the James Bond,
Which is another exciting.
yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty
I
exciting.
I wish DC get him back over to do something, or even Marvel get him over there to do something.
Yeah, see,
His
that's
talent's it's not that it's wasted on independent, but when you've got a guy like that, he should be working for one of the
It should be
majors.
it's with a louder voice.
Yeah.
and that's what I was saying a moment ago. Like, I think like all of our best writers and most innovative artists, they're doing independent stuff right now. They're not really on Marvel. I mean, there's great writers on Marvel, there's great writers on DC, but like as far as across the board, like I just don't see anything being like, wow, this
Well,
is
like,
gonna be worth a lot of money. Or
Brubaker, Diggle, and even Morrison right now are only doing independent stuff. But then you've got Ruck on DC and Jason Aaron on Marvel.
Wonder Woman, I think will last. I think that'll be a story that like people like want to go back to.
Action Comics.
Action Comics. It's good right now, like, but I'm trying to think of them in like trade paper form. Like, I don't know.
We're
Even
getting
that,
ahead
you
of
know.
ourselves.
Yeah, let's not look too far into the future. We've seen what that happens.
James Bond number 8. James Bond is trapped in Los
James
Angeles
Bond.
with M16 agent under fire and a foreign intelligence service trying to put the both in bags, and possibly more than one foreign intelligence service, and things may not be any safer in Britain with bodies dropping and rhymes dropping. No, I put that in the and ghosts moving in the political mist. Yeah, it's a good book.
That last issue was awesome.
It is
Lots of
it
action.
is a
It's very,
fun
very good.
story to read.
Kevin Smith's Yoga Hosers, Sundance Super Special. I'm ready to see this film. I haven't read any of the solicits, so I have no idea what it's about. But I'm guessing yoga and Canadian people who do yoga. That's what I'm getting. Yoga hosers. That's what I'm getting out of the title.
This is
Fart
independent,
jokes,
people.
Yeah, some dick and fart jokes. That's what he's famous for. And Dark Horse, Baltimore, Empty Graves, number 5. Bounty, number 2. Dark Horse Comics, DC Superman trade paperback. That's
So Dark Horse is releasing a DC
Yeah.
paperback.
You'll
feel
find
like,
out IDW and Dynamite doing things like
Okay, I
that.
mean, yeah, I guess they would.
I feel like I'm missing a page because I had the solicit for. Yeah, here it is. Got mixed up in the printing order because Kill or Be Killed. That's a story that I'm like really looking
Oh man, I
forward to.
can't wait for that. Ed
Yeah.
Brubaker, Sean Phillips. Cannot go wrong with that game.
Yeah, and it's Kill or Be Killed number 1, the best-selling team of Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. The twisted story of a young man who is forced to kill bad people and how he struggles to keep his secret as it slowly ruins his life. Ed Brubaker, man, he's
dramatic story.
he's got it.
He's one of the all-time best writers. I don't care what anybody says. Like
I
after
agree.
Frank
I
Miller,
agree.
he's the next guy in line when it comes to doing
Oh,
that sort of stuff.
he's more entertaining than Frank Miller to me.
Truthfully, yeah.
I mean,
and I know that's blasphemy to some, but
I mean, just because
Josh and I'll go back and forth
just
on
because
that.
they were first doesn't mean they're better.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like the whole like master or like the student outdoing the master. It's a good thing. Low, that's a really good book. I was reading it last night. In fact, I stayed up too late reading it. This is the end of one of the story arcs. Final with the world burning around them. The Kane women must decide the fate of humanity once and for all. I like have all the issues, but I'm like just now starting them. Like it's really good. Rick Remender is a very nihilistic writer, but this is his optimistic story through nihilism. It's really good stuff. And
Tokyo
Greg
Ghoster isn't.
Craig Toshini, if that's how you pronounce his name, he's a
Sure.
brilliant artist. Nailbiter 24 is a great comic. Bound by Blood Part 4, The Secret History of Buckaroo is revealed as lots of blood is shed. I think it's the book that will probably started off really, really strong. It's kind of like fizzling out Josh Williamson, like, now he's
He's a Flash guy.
yeah, he's a Flash guy, and he's like DC exclusive except for this book, so I feel like it's gonna be like.
Well, when
tied
DC
up.
and Marvel do exclusive, it just means you can't work for the other one.
Right.
You can still do your independent stuff, but you can't work for.
I just feel like this is probably wrapping up. Like that's the tone I'm getting. And speaking of Rick Remender, Tokyo Ghost #9. I haven't read any of Tokyo
It's very
Ghost,
good.
but we have.
We also have Paper Girls #8, which I know Crystal's big on, and I've been catching up with her, and that's a damn good story.
You
Is
guys
it?
are liking that one, aren't you?
Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, he's a great writer, Brian K. Vaughan. His saga books are really good. Why the Last Man's one of my favorite all time. Very good books. Walking, and I know I'm skipping through a bunch of these.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
We're,
get.
we're short on time. We don't have a whole lot of
Walking
time.
Dead #157, new story arc, The Whisper of War, Part 1. The time has come, the forces are aligning, the war has begun. Has Rick brought about the demise of everything? Sorry, Kevin. Everything he's built, or will he triumph once again? Know this, there will be a cost. Did anybody finish 156?
I haven't yet.
Okay, then I'm
I'm not reading it.
not gonna blow it.
Are you gonna?
Oh no, I'm
No,
sorry.
wait, you gotta find your stuff then.
Oh, it's time for DC.
Here
we
we
got Aquaman #4. Let's start with me.
I said nothing.
That's a good book. It's solid. I don't think.
He's arrested for a crime he didn't commit. He's been
Yeah.
set up to look bad in front of the U.S. government when he's been trying to get relations going. I just read 3 last night, so I'm good to go on this story.
gonna be
It's been great.
I read it
I'm gonna be
last
honest.
night
I'm not
too.
gonna say anything bad about Aquaman because I just saw the new Justice League trailer and everything. I don't want that Aquaman coming to punch me in the face because he would probably kick my ass. I just straight up.
Any Aquaman
This
would. Just because he talks to fish don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Nemo is they look pretty villainous. Aquaman I think needs better villains and hopefully like Nemo.
And he's got Black Manta and Ocean Mask, and really after that it's just kind of.
This is. I mean, we're getting the ball
trench.
rolling. I think
Yeah.
once everything's established, like you got an established ground, we'll start to see more development. Like
Oh
new
yeah,
villains.
man. Since Jeff Johns took over, he's been on the up, and he needed it because he was a joke. Man, I hated Aquaman before Jeff Johns touched it. Hated Aquaman.
What else
We got Art Ops #10, Batman #4, I Am Gotham Part 4. When Gotham City falls prey to true evil, will Batman be abandoned by the new heroes Gotham and Gotham Girl? The Dark Knight must decide who to entrust with the safety of his beloved city if he hopes for any of its citizens to survive. You know, the thing with Batman books right now is like, everybody but Batman takes care of business. I'm not liking that, but this
Right.
book is good.
This is I'm
Yeah.
liking it though, like the way he's setting it up. Like he's still helping, he's still overseeing things, he's still saving the day. I mean, just this previous issue,
And
he's the reason that a whole bridge didn't fall.
Mhm.
But at the same time, he is being helped. He needs help. He knows that.
Yeah, I like Batman on his own mostly.
Yeah, I think the I Am Gotham, I would have put that in Detective Comics, but obviously they have a different direction.
Yeah,
than
they
what
should have done like
Detective Comics.
Batman fan.
But I think Russ's probably might be right about them being the Wonder Twins because they're trying to think of a way to like enter in the city, and one of the things they say is like go Gotham or
Yeah,
something.
it
like
was
that. What
very-
the Wonder Twins.
If they were
Very
going to be
Wonder
the
Twins.
Wonder Twins, that'd be very interesting for sure.
Batman 66 meets Steed and Mr. Pill #206, which is cool because it's the Avengers before the Avengers. Batman Beyond #15, Batman Noir: The Killing Joke hardcover. Bloodlines #506, DC Comics Bombshells #16. DC Universe Rebirth #1 is going to a 4th printing with an Ethan Van Sciver variant cover.
Goodness, 4 friends.
Man, that's a popular book. Their Flash Volume 7 and 8 will be coming out on trade paperback and hardcover, respectively. Green Arrow #4, The Death and Life of Oliver Queen Part 4. Yet another good one. I'm actually about to buy 3 today, so I can read
I read,
I'm glad-
I
I'm
read
glad I
3.
picked that.
I
That
read
was a
3
good one.
last night.
Green Arrow.
It is a good book. But having read a lot of Green Arrow here lately, this retelling of his origins, it's kind of boring me a little bit. But that's it. It's just because I've been reading a lot of Green Arrow origin stories.
Yeah.
Like Year One, I'm reading that You Let Me Borrow, the Andy Diggle story. That's fantastic. All I have to say is, man, Ollie needs to stay away from boats when he's with them
He
on
does
one of
not
his
have
Boats
to
are,
love
boats
the
are very
boats.
unlucky
with
for
boats
him.
and his like #2 in Queen Industries.
Mhm.
Like it's
It's
maybe
always-
a different name, but it's always like the same.
It always
thing.
ends up with a stab in the back.
Yeah.
Year 1 to me is like, you don't really need to redo that, and anytime they kind of go against that, it's like, it kind of kills the story a little bit, because it's like,
That's
that
it, yeah,
is
that's
the
one.
essential Green Arrow Year 1. You will, Andy Diggle and Jock were like an A team that just knocked it out of the park. Also check out The Losers.
I
if you
feel
enjoy
like
that.
this is a story that doesn't necessarily, like, some of this story doesn't need to be told. I guess that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I would agree with that. Harley Quinn number 1, so finally we're getting there. We're not even going to bother
Harley
with the
Quinn's
rebirth.
good
We're just
stuff.
going to shoot right at number 1.
Yeah, and
Amanda
I'm-
Connor's still on the book, so that's a good
I'm,
thing.
I'm ready. I like Harley Quinn.
Since we're on Harley Quinn, we also have Harley Quinn and her Gang of Harleys number 4 of 6. Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad, an adult coloring book trade paperback.
Yeah.
And Justice Gods Among Us, Year 5, number 15. Justice League number 2. I know Joshua always prop
Puts
that
it
comic,
on
and it's a great comic. Justice League number 2, I'm looking forward to that. You get Tony Daniel and Mark Morales doing covers for that.
You know, I kept on like repeating through this whole video about nothing being really memorable. Like, this is exactly what I think of as Justice League. And I think of it as compared to Jeff Johns and Jim Lee's like breakout in New 52. That's like the first thing I think. I don't know. I was just looking at the cover the other day, and I'm like,
We got
just
number
doesn't-
1? Or was this,
Yeah,
the Rebirth was the number 1?
we have their Rebirth and number 1's already been out.
Yeah, that was.
I read
just that
Rebirth.
yesterday.
I complained about it. It like felt flat.
I don't
Like,
think I've read number 1.
That's still up there.
Yeah.
I need to grab it then. Moving on, Looney Tunes number 232. We're getting Nightwing number 2. I read number 1 last night. Really enjoyed that
Is it
book.
good?
It's really good. Scooby Apocalypse number 2, second printing with the Jim Lee variant cover. Sheriff of Babylon number 9 of 12 coming from Vertigo. Slash and Burn trade paperback coming from Vertigo. Suicide Squad Most Wanted Deadshot trade paperback. Oh yes, and one that everybody's going to be looking forward to because the movie is coming out. I can't wait to see the movie. Suicide Squad Rebirth number 1 with the Philip Tan doing cover A. Soldier, War Hero, Traitor, Captain Rick Flag was one of America's greatest military commanders before he was banished to a secret military prison. But after years of isolation, Flag's life changes forever when a woman called Amanda Waller offers him redemption in exchange for taking on the single most dangerous job in the entire DC universe, keeping the Suicide Squad alive.
That is a
Since
pretty scary job.
The legend story, the Suicide Squad is consisted of criminals, mostly busted by Batman,
Yeah.
which we'll get to see some Batman in this movie for that very reason. I'm looking forward to it, if nothing else.
I think it's
Here's few
high
issues.
time that Suicide Squad got, like, the Ostrander run on Suicide Squad was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
From its inception in the mid '80s, like it's always been a very good comic.
It's
It's
an
not.
interesting story to make
Yeah.
a team of villains to do the government's
I'm
dirty
kind of.
work.
It took a movie
expecting.
to-
Yeah.
to do it, but I mean, you have Jim Lee and Philip Tan doing the book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of
Um,
expecting when the movie comes out and everything, it's gonna be pretty insane. Like, there's gonna be like we've seen plenty of preview stuff and everything, but at the same time, there's still stuff we're gonna see that's gonna be just crazy.
So, next is Superman number 4, which is another great DC book. Son of Superman Part 4. The battle for John hits Metropolis as the Eradicator targets Superman's son. Sorry, Kevin. Can the Man of Steel protect the city and his son against the Kryptonian executioner, or will he have to make a sacrifice?
The Eradicator.
Immediately,
Yeah, no, that's all I could think
Bruce
of.
McCullough.
Yeah.
These are the days I know.
No.
These are the days I know.
Yeah, oh man.
You can
I
tell
love
like how
Kids in
new
the
to this
Hall.
I am. I have no idea what they know.
Kids in the
You need to
Hall.
watch Kids in the Hall.
It is hilarious.
Okay.
I'm a nutty bunny.
Okay, Grandpa. Okay.
Unfollow number
my
10,
God.
Grandpa. Get out of here.
Is that like? Is it come to like? Is it Kids in the Hall? They're that old now.
Oh, we're that old now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So on Vault, we're going to talk about graphic novels this time. Robert's going to let you in on this one.
Well, yep, we have Kingdom Come, and this is like, I guess it's what kind of like, I'm just pulling it all back around. This is a memorable story. This
Mhm.
is something that's gonna like, but I can't tell you anything off the top of my head about it because I'm on the spot. So
I could say this much. Superman kind of goes in retirement because Magog, who's a newer superhero, decides that he's going to take out the Joker.
yeah,
And in the process, Lois dies.
Oh yeah.
So he just, instead of injustice and him just going bad, he's just kind of like,
He loses
Yeah.
motivation.
yeah. So, and then all the younger superheroes get out of hand, which brings Superman eventually out of retirement. Then it's the young versus old. Great story.
beautiful,
narrative.
beautiful art,
Yeah, Alex Ross, man. Enough said.
right? Then we got Miller Torres's Jupiter Circle.
Speaking of stories where the old generation and new
Yeah.
generation clash.
I know, yeah. There's a theme here. I feel like it's running through the entire video.
Yes.
versus the new. This is it's a fantastic story. It's you have these heroes from the 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah, they're the throwback to the golden age DC guys.
Yeah, basically, they're kind of like the Watchmen, like
Right.
And then it jumps into the future. Their kids are spoiled, rotten, like just like terrible. It's superheroes with like actual like
realistic,
real world problems.
Yeah.
When I say real world, I mean literally like the television show The Real World.
Yeah.
Like,
And which goes into this with Frank Quitely, one of the greatest artists of all time.
my favorite artist of all
Yeah.
time.
And this is the younger generation as they get out of hand. You know, think they know better than their parents, and then
She's wearing panties on the cover.
Is that your selling point now, really?
that is my selling
Hey,
point.
just saying.
I've always wondered why it's plural.
Why?
Panties. I don't know.
Don't ask me. I'm an English major. I'm not going to explain it. I don't have time.
Jesse just doesn't.
He doesn't know.
Oh, get over it.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this video up. Hopefully, we've filled you in on what you should buy and what you should not buy, and that's all on you.
Oh.
Don't listen to our opinions. We're just people with opinions and
Right.
jerk-offs and so forth.
25% off on all comics for file subscribers.
You get
Here.
5 or
If
more.
you get five or more titles, you get
titles.
25% off every time, guys. That's like all your subscriptions every time.
10% at the Money Tree, and also at the Money Tree, they're always having like a buy two get one free thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
this-
ran into they have some like pretty cool
Great deals over there. I mean, it's a good place
It's
to
good
get your
stuff.
stuff, your
For
comic
sure.
books.
Pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
They have pretty girls there. All the dudes work.
We shouldn't tell Rob and Spencer that, but there's pretty girls. All of them pretty girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Different Rob. We've got
Yeah.
two Robs. We've got Sherwood Rob and we got Money Tree Rob.
Yeah. Sherwood.
He's
Rob.
Sherwood Rob.
Be sure with Rob.
Anyway, I'm Aaron,
I'm Sherwood Rob.
I'm Jesse.
and we will see you next week.
I am the pack, the fact, and I